Hi Flosstube, Cynthia here with I Am the Intuitive Stitcher, and today is Thursday, September 29th, and I want to show this to you, and then I will talk about it a little later. Okay, I want to thank everyone for being here today. I'm sorry, everything that I have is on the floor because I don't have my bigger table here to put my projects on, so I will be leaning down a lot. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Like I said, today's Thursday, September 29th. It's been a little bit more than 2 weeks, so I've been working on a lot of things, and if you do want me to be here maybe every week and a half, I can do that, but let me know. I know that there are certain Flosstubers that I like to watch, and they post every week, and I like to watch them every week. I look forward to that. So let me know your thoughts. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank subscribers and those of you who are looking at my Flosstube for the first time. Thank you for coming. And want to remind everyone to hit the like button, because I do look to see how many people view my YouTube video and how many people like my YouTube video, and every time I have a subscriber, I'm just thrilled. So I'm very happy. I have 171 subscribers, so I'm really happy about that. So this is Flosstube number 12, and I do have notes because I have a lot of things. I don't want to miss anything. So I did show the piece that I made for my dad, and I'm going to talk about that later. And again, if you do like my video, feel free to subscribe. So I want to talk about my September WIPGO. The Jessie Marie Does Stuff, I joined her WIPGO page, her Facebook page. So in September, I had pulled out all the trimmings from Fat. It was a stitch along from Fat Quarter Shop from last year, and that number was called. So I do have that, and I'll show it to you here. I'm really close to the camera today. So there are trees yet that I have to do at the bottom, and I want to finish this. This had not been finished, and I did finish the stockings. Now the stockings are very different from the pattern. I just changed the colors, and I'll come in a little closer so you can see. I did change the colors. Actually, yeah, there are a few that are my favorite. So I did change it up a bit, and I changed the bows. That's different than the original pattern. So this is the Stitch Along by Fat Quarter Shop. I used 14 count Ada from Charles Craft. It's like a navy blue, and it's called All the Trimmings. It was a mystery stitch along. So that is that. And I'll show you the back. Some of you like to see the back. Here's the back. Not bad. I should say, not too shabby. So that is the first piece, the first WIPGO. Maybe I'll get into the habit of taking my things out. This was all the trimmings. So I have the Christmas tree downloaded on another paper, so I have to get that out. The next WIPGO for September was Winter Morn. I did this on 25 count white. It's either even weave or Ada. I only have a picture because that's all I had, and I have no idea where I got this pattern. That's the photo. The sun comes out and then goes back in, So that's what you're going to see. Light and then a little bit cloudy. And that's my piece. Let me take, I don't need that board because you can see pretty well. Let me take this off. There we go. So the red does look like a bird. I was hoping it would. So I did the back stitching here, which I do like. I do enjoy back stitching because it brings the piece to life, I think. And I do enjoy back stitching because I like to see the progress and what a difference it makes. So, and then I started the tree, the white birch, and that part I started. So I'll come in close so you can actually see. So I finished up the white here by the bird, back stitch, and then this over here I did. So that was my WIPGO. That will be pretty when it's finished. And I do have a ways to go yet, but sorry for the glare. That's it. And if the glare is really bad, I'm going to redo the video. Now my WIPs. I did work on Elizabeth Bennet of Jane Austen, which was a freebie from Twin Peak Primitives. So what I did was I downloaded that. Now, Elizabeth Bennet of Jane Austen is done on 18 count Ada. It's antique white and it's Charles Craft. I used Anchor Black 0403 and that is it. So I did more of it. I actually did probably from here down and some of this. Again, that's done on the Anchor Black 0403. 2 strands over 1. And this is the back. So it's not really that neat, but I am, sometimes I'm concerned about that, and sometimes it's like I don't care. So, I mean, I care, but when it gets messy, I think, well, it's going to be framed anyway. Nobody's going to see the back. The next piece that I have is the Dimensions Twilight Silhouette. It's 14 count. And of course, the Ada and the floss come with the kit. Let me show you a picture of it. That's the picture. I thought it was pretty. And my daughter had auditioned for Tinkerbell when she lived in Lake Buena Vista in Florida, and she interned at Disney. And then when she made the move down there, she loved Disney and auditioned for Tinkerbell. She didn't make it because she didn't weigh enough, and they didn't want her flying so fast that no one would see her. So I thought of her, the Tinkerbell, when I saw this. Now I did. Let's see. I did more of this. It's very dark. And I came down to the bottom and did that. So I got a few stitches done. Not a lot, but I did want to work on it. So I got it out. I have all of my pieces out, my WIPs that I'm working on right now that I have for WIPGO. I do have them out, so every now and then I'll look through them and I think, oh, I want to work on that. So I don't spend all of my time on my 2 WIPGO numbers that were called. I go through my things and decide, maybe I want to do a few stitches on that or that. So that's what I do. And I said it before that I was cleaning out a 4-drawer, I think it's 4 drawers, not 3, like a small dresser, going through everything that I have. And there's another area where I have WIPs that I've been working on and put away from a few years ago. So I'm going to do a Flosstube labeled all of my WIPs, or maybe all of my previous WIPs that have been in a drawer, and I need to get them out and see what I have. So that's what happens when you clean your stash. You find things and it just brings back memories, and I thought, oh, I'll have to finish these. So that's what I've been doing. So the next WIP that I have is Erica Michaels' The Moon is Full. I'm doing it on 14 count Ada, that is silver white. I'll show you the pattern first. The moon is full. That's what I'm doing, and then she gave you other ideas also, and it's Erica Michaels. And I did work on this because I wanted to work on it. I did the Beware down at the bottom. So I did that part. And you can see the silver running through. Here is the back. That looks pretty good. That's the back. So I did work on that. And again, here is the pattern. I was going to finish the whole bottom and do the owl, but I didn't because sometimes I get, I get antsy and I want to work on something different. So then I pull out something different. But that's me. I like working on different things. Not at the same time, but at the same time. My next WIPGO, not WIPGO. It's been too long. I gotta do these more often. My next WIP is Misty Pursel Luminous Fiber Arts Gathering Berries. This is the piece. I did do some work on this one. Gathering Berries. It's very pretty. I do like working on this, so I did complete quite a bit. I did the leaf, and I did strawberries, and I started up the side. So let me put this behind it, and I'll get closer. So I completed the strawberries and the leaf and started to go up the border. And oh, I hope it all comes together at the top. So I think it will, because I count and recount and count. So that's pretty. And I'm using 2 different flosses. Next time I do this, I know she has other ones that I really like. If you go over to Lori, Once Upon a Stitch, she is doing, maybe she did this one, and I think she might be doing another one or had done 2 others that are pretty. She had been doing one in a green, and I like that one, but I'm going to get variegated, the called for next time. I shy away from variegated, and I don't know why. I think it's because you have to do full crosses to get the variegation, and I like to go across and back, but I'm just going to do it. The colors that I'm using for here, oh, the little tag fell off, so I can't. 498 and a different one. So you can kind of tell this one's lighter than this one. 498. The little tag is probably in here. And I know I have it written down. And I know that I mentioned it on my previous floss tubes. I just don't have it today. Sorry. But I know that I have mentioned it on my other floss tubes. Then the next is a Heaven and Earth design. It's Mini Dark Waters. This is a piece that I'm doing for my daughter and granddaughters. Now this is a photocopy because I like to keep the original as is. Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Dark Waters. The artwork is by Jessica Allain, Allain. This is on 25 count, the gridded fabric. So I have been working on this. Don't disregard that. I had done something there just to see, and it's gonna be taken away when it's framed. You won't see that, but there I am. So the spaces there is a little bit lighter color, so I'm anxious to start that. So I'm just up in this corner right here. I think I'll keep going down. I was going to start going across, but I don't know. See, I did start going across, so I'll see. But I'm anxious to get in the lighter color to see what it starts looking like. And it was funny, last week when I was with my daughter and granddaughters, I said, oh, and I take it with me when I go there because I work on it when I'm there. I get my girls from the school bus. If I go early to let the dogs out, I sit a while and I do this, and then I go get them off of the school bus. So I take it with me. But last week I said to them, oh, do you remember this? And I showed them. They're like, yeah. I said, let me show you how far I got. And I showed them. I think they thought that I was almost finished. And so I got it out and I showed them, and I only had like a few of these. I don't think I even had that. I didn't have that. And they started laughing and I said, you thought I'd be farther than I am. And they're like, yeah. So, but they like it, and it will be pretty when it's finished. I'm not setting a time on it. Whenever it's done, it's done. And then, oh boy, wait till I show you this. I showed you this before when it was purchased for me. My friend Sally purchased this for me because when I saw it, I had forgotten about it, and I was so happy when I saw it. Heaven and Earth Designs. It is My Sweet Valentine. This has been on my mind. And the artwork is by Laura Prindle. This has been on my mind, and I just kept thinking about it and thinking about it. I got it out. I had all my colors ready to go. Excuse me. I had all my colors ready to go. and I couldn't get it out of my mind this past week. So I got it out. Now this is done on 28 count Lugana fabric, and it's a little difficult. And I got 28 count because it's such a big piece. So I thought, well, I'll do 28 count. Then it'll be a little smaller size. That's what I got so far. It's a purple color. It's really pretty. So it's difficult right now for me to work on the 28 count, and I don't know why, because it's really not much different than 25 count, but it is. So it's smaller and it's harder to see. So I'm gonna pull this out when I have the urge to work on it. It'll get done when it's done. It's beautiful. It is a piece that I love, and like I said, when it gets done, it gets done. I will work on it because I love it, and I can't work on it for a long amount of time because my eyes start to get tired. Does anybody else have problems with tired eyes? I had told my eye doctor about it, and he told me I have eye drops that I use, but he told me to actually get the non-preservative drops. So I need to get that, but my eyes seem to get really tired, and I don't know if anyone else has a problem with that, and if they have a solution. If you do have a solution, please let me know. So that was my sweet Valentine. And the next thing that I want to show you is, I think I'm going to show you, I think I'm going to do WIPGO. Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff pulled October's numbers for WIPGO, and she pulled number 1 and number 6. Number 1 is my Peppermint Purple Sal. It was a stitch along back in 2020, and I decided to do it with her because that was the year of the pandemic, and that was like my father had passed away in September of 2019, and then we had the pandemic in early 2020. So I thought I need to get my act together and start doing things, and so I found her on Facebook. Peppermint Purple, it's a stitch along group. I did this on 14 count, and I don't have, well, you have to go online. It's on her Facebook page where she shows you the next block, and then you can download it and work on it. This is what I have. This is my stitch along from Peppermint Purple, and I'll go down slowly. Because there's a lot of things here. See, I love it because I love black work. I love backstitch, and I need to finish this. I only have maybe another row or two to go. So I think I'm close enough, but it's really pretty. And you can go on her Facebook page, on the Peppermint Purple Facebook page. So it's really pretty. I'm happy with my progress. So that's it. I'll show you the back, but I'm not proud of the back. I'm really not. Look at that mess. Just look at that mess. My goodness. That is a mess. Definitely a mess. So that's for October. I will get back to working on that again in October. And the other, excuse me, next time I have to have a better setup like I usually do. But I had so much that when I set it on a chair, it would slide. So I have hair. Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 6 is what she called. I had pulled this out and I put this in my WIPGO so that I would work on it again. Riolis. I thought it was pretty when I bought it a while ago, maybe 2 years ago or more. Could have been 3 years ago that I bought this. The fabric was included. It's called Ada Flaxen Color, Flaxen, Flaxen Color, and it's 14 count. So this was a kit. Everything was in the kit, and this is where I really did not a whole lot. Not a whole lot at all. So I'm going to start doing the white flowers. I'm going to start doing the white flowers so that I can actually start seeing progress. So that is another WIPGO piece for October. So those are my WIPGOs. And then the mini dark waters I did show you. And that is my WIPGO. One thing I do like to use, and I did use this when I was getting ready yesterday to do a Flosstube. I had a stitched piece and I wasn't sure what count it was. WIP that I was working on. Well, I keep saying WIPGO. A work in progress, a project that I was working on. I didn't know the count, so I bought this from Fat Quarter Shop. It's the cross stitch key, and it really does come in handy. It's very nice. So I got that out, and I you see it's 18 count, 16. So you hold that up to your fabric and you can tell what count you have. So it's really nice. It's a cross stitch key. It comes in handy. And so if you're interested in that, Fat Quarter Shop has a lot of really nifty things on their website, and take a look because they have a lot of nice things. I wanted to show you that because I did use it yesterday when I didn't know the fabric count. So I pulled that out and I thought I'm going to show you today. So the other thing is my favorite things pattern. I was giving this away because I have 2. This is my favorite things, and you were supposed to use the word stocking. Sandra Atkinson is the winner, and I had mentioned it last time on my Flosstube, and I have not heard from her. So Sandra, if you're watching this Flosstube, please send me an email so that I can mail this to you. And I know that Sandra lives in Canada, and that's fine. I will mail her this pattern. And you can email me at theintuitivestitcher@gmail.com. So, and Sandra, if I don't hear from you, then I'm going to reach out to the other person. There were only 2 of you who responded that they wanted it. So I will reach out to the other person who wanted it several floss tubes ago and mail it to her. So please reach out to me if you're watching this video at my email address, and I'll mail it to you. Also, I was giving away this Gentle Art Simply Wool Bayberry and Forest Glade. I was giving that away also. And Jeep Girl Stitches and Switches, I would like to send these to you. Jeep Girl Stitches and Switches. So please send me an email and give me your address so that I can mail this to you. And again, theintuitivestitcher@gmail.com. I will put it in the description box, everything that you would need to know. So when you email me with your address, I can mail this out to you. Then I have another giveaway. I subscribe to the World of Cross Stitch magazine, and they do include a little project for you with each magazine. So this is what was included. Christmas mice gift tags. You need to use the word mice in your comments. And I'm going to ask that you would be age 18 and over, because I do need your mailing address if you win. I'm going to ask not to say the word giveaway or prize, anything related to that, because then it's my understanding that there are people who troll these floss tubes and use the word to get the prize, the giveaway, and then I don't know what they do, but I think they just end up selling it. And I would like someone to have it who will actually stitch these. So you must be 18, and I would ask that you not say the word giveaway and use the word mice in your comment. And then I'll pull a winner. Christmas mice gift tags. Everything's in here. The Ada, the floss, the ribbon, and the gift tags. And the backings are nice too. So everything is here. And I will send all of that out to the winner. I keep trying to remember to look to the left so that I'm looking right at you and not in the middle. So, because I want to be able to look at you when I'm talking. So sometimes I do look in the middle, and I apologize. So let me go over this quick because I don't want to forget anything. I want to talk about my dad's piece. So I'll get that out. And I did September WIPGO, Misty Pursel, October WIPGO, my favorite things pattern. I'll get that out next time and show you. Maybe I'll work on that, my favorite things by Sue Hillis Designs. Maybe I'll get that out and work on it for the next floss tube. I did put it away for a bit. So I want to show you my dad's piece. I made this for him in 1991. For Christmas. I made that for him. I didn't get the one I made for my mom, but I'll get that out next time so you can see that one. And I graft this myself because I saw the saying, and I'm going to show you because I saw the saying and I just graphed it. So I did that, all that. And then I put it on Ada. So this is it. And it's framed. It has glass. So I'll get as close as I can. I made this, like I said, in 1991. And on the back, I wrote "Handmade with love to my father and in memory of my uncle." So his brother, my uncle, had passed away. So thank you for the home you've made. For moments of love I'll never trade. My life's so rich because of your part. I love you, Dad, with all my heart. Your daughter. So yeah, I'm quite proud of that. And I'll show you my mom's next floss tube. So, okay, and that is it. Now I'll talk about what I've been doing. So if you are not interested in that, that's fine. You don't have to listen, because sometimes my things that I do are not interesting. They're interesting to me, but they might not be interesting to you. So right now, just for those of you who are going to say goodbye, I will wish you well and wish you a good weekend and upcoming week. I'm constantly praying and thinking about people in Florida with the hurricane, and just hope that they're able to be helped in a quick way. And I know it's going to take a long time to get back to what they would call normal. There's a few families that I do know that live in Florida, and I have kept in touch with them and will be. Now the hurricane is on its way to where my daughter lives in South Carolina. So I watch the Weather Channel when anything's going on, so I will be peeled to the set again. And of course, interacting with her to make sure that they are safe. But it might hit land as a Category 1 or else a tropical storm. So, yeah, my thoughts go out to everyone along the East Coast with this hurricane. So, thank you for joining me. And then I'm going to go on to what I have been doing. I've been busy with Embroidery Guild, and I could say that's one of the reasons why I haven't done a floss tube in over 2 weeks, because I've been so busy with my Embroidery Guild group. I'm the secretary, so I have a lot of notes that I always take, and I take notes. We're having a annual luncheon coming up. It's our 45th. So when we have a meeting, I take those notes. I take notes at our day group meeting and our evening group meeting. We meet once a month on a Monday morning, and then in the beginning of the month on a Monday morning and on Tuesday evening. So I take notes at both meetings, which they're pretty much always the same. But then I took notes for our luncheon that's coming up, and I'm helping with that. So keeping quite busy with ordering things for the luncheon. And also we have an exhibit coming up in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and that's next year. So we attended a meeting there so that we're ready to start with that. We'll get started on that next year, but that was another meeting that I took notes on and had sent out to the people that attended. So I have been busy with that. And the next thing that I have been doing is I'm always at the shelter. I was there pretty often these last 2 weeks. We had a a gentleman who had adopted a cat had to go to the hospital. So our cat manager and I went to his home to check on the cat. And then we just decided we didn't know how long he was going to be in the hospital. So we took the cat back to our shelter instead of running over to his house, once or twice a day to look after the cat. It was just easier to have the cat at the shelter, and he was there before, so has been pretty good. So the gentleman now came home from the hospital, so the cat manager and I will probably take the cat back tomorrow. So I'm excited about that because that's his baby, and he's an elderly man, but he's good. He just had a little bit of respiratory issues, so he's fine, back on the mend and back home. So we're happy about that. So I was busy with that. And then we have a new cat. She's about 7 months old, a kitten. And the day she was brought in is the day I was there. And I have become her mom at the shelter, because now when she hears my voice, she's got to run up, and she's just tiny. And she's a pretty gray thing. And she like suckles on my shirt. And we think maybe because she was taken away from the mother too soon. And she purrs like crazy, so she's a sweetheart. So I've been at the shelter pretty often, but I like doing that. It's time that I kind of like put my phone away and just focus on taking care of the cats. And let's see, I have to get my second shingles vaccine, because I got my first one, and then now that I'm 65, I need to get a pneumonia shot, and I should be getting a flu vaccine, and perhaps a booster. So I need to do that before the end of the year. So that's what's going on with me. There's other things that are going on that I'm taking care of, but it's true. The older we get, things crop up. You have an ache here, a pain there, and you think, what is that? So I don't know. I need to be more active, I think. So we'll see. But I remember my mother and my aunts, always not complaining, but saying, wait till you're older. It takes a little bit longer to get up from a chair, and, you can't run or jog anymore. It's like slow walking, and they're right. So anyway, that's pretty much all I've been doing. And then with my granddaughters, getting them off the bus, and so yeah, it's cold out. It's 66 degrees today, so it's in the 60s now here in the Northeast Pennsylvania, and so I like the warm weather, so it's a little bit chilly, but I have a sweatshirt on today, and that's fine. A lot of people like this weather, the fall weather. So anyway, I think that's just about it. I'm at 43 minutes, and I don't want to be keeping you any longer. I did pull a card, and I like this card. And again, this card is from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. It's nice to pull a card, and the card that I pulled today: when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And when I thought about this card today, when I focus on my inner light, yesterday I was at, all right, I'll tell you. I went to the casino. A friend of mine wanted to go, so I went with her. And I don't go that often, but I went. It's a day out, and it's fun. So I was in the elevator, and this card really resonates with what happened in the elevator. I smile. I was happy. I was smiling, and well, not when I'm by myself, but I was ready to have the doors close on the elevator, and I heard little footprints. So I stopped it from closing, and I looked out, and I said, and it was another woman coming, and I said, I heard little footprints, and I was kind of smiling. I thought it was funny. I said, just lightly, I said, I heard you coming, so I stopped the doors from closing. And she said, oh my gosh, thank you. She said, I would have just waited. And she said to me, look at you, all smiles and happy. And I said, yeah. I said, I think it's a good way to brighten everyone's day. And I said, I just thought it was funny that I heard footprints lightly, and you were right around the corner. So I didn't know her, and that's fine. But I made her smile. She's like, you make my day brighter. So when I pulled this card, I thought, this is exactly what happened to me yesterday. When I focus on my inner light, that's what it was, because I found it, lighthearted and nice. I see the world through the lens of love, and it made her happy too. So it's an appropriate card, and I think that we need to always try to do that every day. And I say this often. It's, things are so, people are so down in the dumps with everything that goes on, and we just need to be that light for them and make them happy in some way. So I think that's it. And I'm sorry this is 46 minutes long. I apologize. And maybe it's better for me to do these more often so that I might have a 30-minute video instead of 46, because you're sitting pretty long. So I do apologize for that. Feel free to comment, give me your opinions, what you like, what you don't like, because I do try to have a nice floss tube. And again, I'm so appreciative of my viewers. I'm so happy that people are watching my videos. I love that. So let me know if I can do anything different. And that's it. I showed you everything. I didn't miss anything. And pray for everyone here, not just of course in Florida, but everywhere, because there's a lot going on everywhere. So I'm wishing everyone a good weekend, and next week wishing you a great week and to stay safe. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.